Except for those pointy bits.
Oh man, what a way to start. Steve Burton is the voice of Cloud. He has been the English voice of Cloud, of course. He has been the English voice of Cloud since Kingdom Hearts 1. So pretty much ever since Cloud has had a voice.
Including the movie?
Advent Children?
Mm.
Yes.
Oh.
Absolutely. And it has been reported that he has stepped back into the voice recording booth to go ahead and step back into the role of Cloud, and pretty much everyone's thinking this is probably for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So yay! Good news! In fact, we covered a story a little while ago that probably was referencing just the Japanese voice acting, but they pretty much said that they were done. They were almost done with the voice acting for the game when we reported on that a few months ago. So hopefully now that if they're working on localizing it, we're getting really close to the point where hopefully they show us something at E3. It's just it's next month. Oh my goodness.
I know.
It's right around the corner. And I just need to hear something. Like it's been over a year since we've gotten anything from it. Oh, we got concept art in February. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, hopefully this is what he is actually working on. And it's strange. This is pretty much the only thing he does aside from being a soap opera actor. Kind of strange. I know. But he's got I think he's the perfect voice for Cloud. Like he gets and before everyone's like, oh yeah, he's emo, emo, my keyboard, emo. Yeah, he's a lot better than that. He actually is able to get the seriousness down for Cloud as well as, just deliver certain lines in a way that you wouldn't think are funny, but just the way that he can be so deadpan with them, they are. But yeah, I think he's perfect, and it drove me crazy that when we got Cloud as a DLC character for Smash, no Steve Burton voice samples. And we honestly, we have... Square Enix has plenty of voice samples of him as Cloud, even just from Dissidia. There's plenty of voice samples they could have just ripped from that game, or used the same files from that game, made him clear, and thrown him into Smash, but he just speaks Japanese, which makes no sense for the English version of Smash.
This is probably a really silly question. I don't really play as the Fire Emblem characters very much. Like once in a while I'll play as Roy just for fun. Are their taunts still in Japanese?
Only Marth's. Marth is the only Fire Emblem character that still speaks Japanese. In fact, he has been using the same voice samples since Melee in each and every Smash game. Because they felt at this point it's iconic for him. So it'd be kind of weird if all of a sudden he just shows up in Smash and starts speaking English. Yeah, Roy. And of course, Roy speaks Japanese. But Ike, Lucina, Robin, and now Corrin, they all speak English. Because they're newer characters.
Oh, how did... Corrin's like one of my mains.
Yeah.
She does speak English. Never mind.
Yeah. But Cloud, seriously, you could get the English voice for Bayonetta, who is less of a well-known character than Cloud, but you couldn't get Cloud. You couldn't bother to pay Steve Burton a little bit of money to record some new voice samples. I don't know. I would have been fine with older voice samples, but
I think Nintendo owns the rights to Bayonetta now, don't they?
They don't own they basically purchased exclusivity rights for Bayonetta 2,
Okay.
which I'm sure only last a certain amount of time. So you'll probably see, like the Bayonetta games like released in like a bundle for other game systems. But back on topic, I mean, I hope that we get more information on E3, if not sooner. It's weird. They've been doing a lot of updates for games that are not coming until like later this year. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has been just dropping things left and right. There's been a lot of like fighting game news as far as I want to say it's not, oh goodness, what is it? What's the DC fighting game I'm thinking of that's like
Injustice.
Injustice 2 news. We've been having a bevy of that, although that is coming out next week. Probably out by the time this goes out on YouTube. We've been having a couple other... There's a couple... Oh, like Street Fighter V news is coming out. Like, it's been crazy. So maybe... and it's strange that we're getting all this news like when E3 is literally right around the corner. It's like people aren't waiting for E3 to actually give us information. So could be before E3 that we hear about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I would enjoy that.
There's a small chance he's doing recording lines for Dissidia.
Oh, the Dissidia arcade game. Yes, there is that too. I would like a release date, please, for that.
I'd like the game.
That is one of the reasons I purchased a PS4.
Because you knew they'd be making a console Dissidia, or you were just like hoping?
No, I knew that they were.
Okay.
It just, the main reason I did was for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. But when they announced that they were also going to be releasing the PS4 version over here in the West, then I was like, okay, yeah. Definitely get that too.
Yeah, Dissidia's a really good game.
It's a very good game. Because it has Steve Burton's voice in it.
It's one of the very few Final Fantasy games that I've played, and it has nothing to do with any of like the lore of Final Fantasy.
Oh, it does.
Really?
Yeah, it does. It has most to do with the first game, to be honest.
Oh, dude, I just fought people.
Yeah, the storyline, like any modern day Final Fantasy spin-off is so convoluted, it's really hard to follow. But yeah, there's actually a bit of a tie-in that's really cool to the first Final Fantasy in that game.